Well, today, Cardano took a bit of a nosedive here. I was expecting the sell-off to happen yesterday, so I'm not surprised to see it today. Seems like overall, Cardano is a little bit more stable than some of the other coins, and it's probably because a large portion of it is staked. And those people just don't want to sell it. They don't want to move it, and they don't want to sell it. Now, I'm hoping that we hear some news out of the Blockchain Africa conference here. Charles is supposed to be speaking and giving a lot of new information about Cardano and its future use in Africa, specifically in Ethiopia. So hopefully we hear something about this soon. I was reading about this one earlier. Terra Luna coin. Pretty cool stuff. They're talking about 20% interest. Definitely worth checking this one out. We have a SPAC here, PureCycle. They're a plastics recycling company. We'll begin trading via the SPAC merger. That's pretty exciting. Then we had American Outdoor Brands. Shares surged more than 11% after hours trading. So yeah, I guess people are more and more interested in personal protection and outdoor lifestyles. Growth occurred in nearly all of our 20 brands. Can't say I'm surprised. Here it is, if you had gotten in here last fall, around $13, you would have doubled your money today. Another big mover today was Upstart. Of course, they are the online lending marketplace. I almost used them before. They have a really good product, really good process. Just had another lender that I preferred working with a little bit better. But I would highly recommend their product. Very good. Went up, at one point today, I think it was up 100% at least. Came down a little bit, but 90% in a day. I would not complain about that. Definitely one to watch out for. I wouldn't buy it just yet. I'd let it come down a little bit. But definitely a promising company based on what I've seen in the product. Now here's some real cool stuff. If we can get this ad out of the way, that is. First 3D printed housing community in the US is being built in the California desert. Looks pretty cool. Developers plan to build 15 3D printed houses in Rancho Mirage, California. A 5-acre parcel of land in the Coachella Valley. Okay. 1,450 square foot single story homes will be made from a stone composite material that is strong, fire resistant, water resistant, and termite proof. Made of modular panels that are printed out by their partner Mighty Buildings, and they're assembled on site like Lego blocks. Pretty sure that we're going to see more and more of this type of construction as time goes on. And what funny news do we have today? We have big short investor Michael Burry says he will stop tweeting after SEC regulators paid him a visit. That's never a good day. Doesn't look like he's having a good day there either. Michael Burry's Twitter habit led to a visit from federal regulators. The big short investor has blasted Tesla, Bitcoin, Robinhood, and the meme stock buyers, so basically everything that went up. Burry indicated that he's not planning to tweet anymore. 1 out of every $5 was made in 2020. Yep, I can believe it. That number is only going to go up for 2021. And here, you need to be really careful if you're watching these videos on YouTube and they're telling you to buy these stocks. Like here we have Interscope, Hearing Technologies. Well, if you had got in over here, then yeah, you had a pretty nice run. But if you got in over there, then you just lost a lot of money. So in this one, they're talking about MMEX Resources Corp. I don't know what they do. Penny stock has a new project that's enhancing its solar power plant for clean energy. And hey, I'm not ragging on anyone doing research on YouTube here. All I'm saying is be a little bit careful here. You know, if you had got in back here, then yeah, you'd be just fine. Well, don't know what that little blip is. That's not good. But if you had held on to this thing, then oh my gosh, how much are we down here from 0.02 all the way down to basically 0. And the market in general is just not happy today. Powell calmed the markets down yesterday, but today I guess the hedgies slept on it. They woke up and they're like, nah, we don't really believe any of it. But don't be too alarmed. Yields can settle down after a painful period, says Morgan Stanley. Betting on the Federal Reserve holding the line. Well, we'll find out. And banks are showing strength apparently during stress tests. And if you look back just a little bit to last year, banks were apparently eager for Fed stress tests to prove that they can weather the unspeakable. And here I was watching Kevin give some commentary about Yellen speaking here the other day. Just listen.
We will be putting forth proposals to get deficits under control.
But no wealth tax?
Well, that's something that we haven't decided yet.
Yeah, they just can't hide it, can they? Don't worry, they'll create a loophole for themselves. And everywhere that you look, the global supply chain is a mess. The semiconductor shortage is getting so bad that Honda is going to shut down production. And they're not the only one. Ford is going to have to idle 2 assembly plants due to the same shortage as well. But here's some good news. Starbucks is perking up with trends moving strongly in the right direction. Except that they were down almost 3% today. Pretty sure that's not the right direction. And we have Starbucks shareholders rejected the CEO pay proposal in rare move. I guess they don't want a repeat of that Activision Blizzard CEO, huh? Now this was interesting. US is looking to Canada for minerals to build EVs. US government's working to help American miners and battery makers expand into Canada, part of a strategy to boost regional production of minerals used to make EVs and counter Chinese competitors. On Thursday, Department of Commerce held a closed-door virtual meeting with miners and battery manufacturers to discuss ways to boost Canadian production of EV materials. A source who attended the meeting said there was no indication that the Commerce Department would offer any financial incentives, but they did stress the need to act now to build a US-Canada EV supply chain, much like Europe has been doing, Asia has already done. The move comes as demand for electrified transportation is set to surge over the next decade. More than 30 attendees at the meeting discussed ways that Washington can help US companies expand into Canada and overcome logistical challenges. So some pretty good news, could be a catalyst. On the other hand, we have some bad news here. Electric truck startup Lordstown Motors slumps 12% on SEC probe. They're claiming the company is using fake orders in order to raise capital. Not sure why they're talking about Lordstown, but they have the Nikola truck here. It's not a good sign. Hope they're not trying to sell Nikola trucks. That won't work very well. Here you go. Suit over deadly crash renews spotlight on GM safety practices. Just yesterday they were talking about how Tesla's the second to last in safety and quality. Yesterday Tesla, today GM, tomorrow probably back to Tesla. Apple is getting ready to release faster iPads as the work from home trend continues. I just upgraded my iPad last year and I love this thing. Works great. Six Flags is going to reopen theme parks in Mexico and California on April 3rd. If that's your thing, then you should be excited about that. Along similar line, AMC Theaters says that 98% of their locations will be open this Friday. That's tomorrow, or probably today by the time that you watch this. Air China to buy 18 Airbus A320neos. Wonder why they're not buying Boeing. And while we're talking about China, China regulators held talks with Alibaba, Tencent, and 9 others on deepfake video technology, talking about security assessments and potential problems with deepfakes and audio social apps. If you don't already know, deepfakes use artificial intelligence to create hyper-realistic but fake videos or audio where a person appears to say or do something they did not. And last for today, Facebook teases technology that allows your brain to control a computer. That's just what we need, isn't it? The wristband uses EMG to interpret the information being sent from the brain to the hand, translates motor signals from the brain into navigating augmented reality on a computer. Well, that's good, as long as that's the only thing it does, but something tells me that Facebook's going to extract a lot more data than that out of it. That's it for today. I'll see you in the next one.